Welcome to another episode of last week's Comics Today. I have a very jury-rigged setup today because my tripod broke, and so I've got boxes and styrofoam, and just get straight into it, alright? Because I don't know. Hopefully this works. So I've got, this is Hellblazer, issue 7 here. This is a lot of backstory. It's a lot of filling in. It's a lot of, honestly, plot exposition is what's happening in here. And it's good. It's interesting. It's not a, I mean, it's kind of a one-off story that they've, there's no bus stuff, I'll say. It's just Constantine and one other person this issue. He was whisked off the bus at the end of last issue. And here it states that he has been away for a month, so he has no idea where they are. He has tried to find them, and no luck. So, all of that's interesting. He's in California, right? Isn't he? I don't remember where he is now. Pretty sure. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of expository, historical filling in of events. It's all good, and that's all I have to say, really. It's still 4 issues to go. Yeah, still 4 issues to go, so plenty of time for, I don't know, surprises, things to happen, but this is a good issue. I had a different plan for the Weatherman issue 7. I was going to get issue 6 out and show you a big fight scene that I didn't show you in the last issue, but is incredible, and now, because of everything that went on this morning, I'm just not prepared. This is excellent. This is the final issue of the final volume of the Weatherman. They talk, I don't really want to say much, except here, there's a big thank you. And there's an email address which I'm probably going to email. There's also talk about asking about a hardcover release, which I'm hopeful happens because I would buy the series for a 3rd time if it does. I've already gotten single issues. I've gotten the trades. I would buy it again. I enjoy the Weatherman so much. The end is satisfying. It's emotional. It's gut-wrenching and heart-wrenching, and it's phenomenal. I loved it. Highly recommended. I hope you read this. It's, if anyone doesn't know, it's future sci-fi terrorism politics. Terrible description. Very quick. Well, I did a whole video on the first 2 volumes. Just watch that. Napalm Lullaby, issue 5, much like Constantine, honestly. There's a lot of expository history filling in here, and all of it's great, and I enjoyed it, and I don't have much else to say. This page layout reminds me a lot of Deadly Class. Sort of just text in the white edges of the page. Bengal was not the artist on Deadly Class. Remender was the writer, but it's excellent. I am very much enjoying it. I've flipped past an orgy a couple of times. Hopefully Dan doesn't have to blur anything, but this is excellent. There's a lot that gets filled in here. There's a lot of knowledge being dropped. There's not a lot of our 2 main characters, but we do get some history on them as well and their relationship to some other people, and it's all great. Loved it. I heard Skull Crusher issue 5. I'm going to flip straight to the end here. Let me see. So this was the final issue. And that doesn't say it. This is the final issue, and it ends with the action continues. I don't know if that's on camera or not. It ends with the action continues. And while I was reading this, because I had read basically 6, I think, volumes of Dragon Ball Super, possibly 8 volumes of Dragon Ball Super in one weekend, that long 4th of July weekend. I'm reading this and realizing that all of this should have been done in a manga style. Just allowed the action, certainly the events, to play out over a longer time scale and give all of it more pages. Some of the big emotional beats here, certainly some of the action would have hit better if it were allowed space and time to breathe. And it's well done, but I think it could have been done better. Just I don't know, in more of a manga style with hundreds of pages rather than roughly 100 pages of a 5-issue US series. But it's good. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue. I know a couple of series have ended recently with a to be continued, and I'm like, I'm not dropping out. This is one I will continue. I'm curious to see where it goes. It's just, I think, format-wise, it would have been better. It could have been better as like a manga instead of a US release. Mugshots issue 2. This showed up in my pile this week, and I'm like, I forgot this was a series. I did try to figure out when issue 1 came out, and there's 2 release dates. One is the middle of May, the other one is the middle of June. One of those is Mad Cave's own website and listed as bi-monthly. At the back here it says issue 3 is coming out in August, and I don't believe that. It certainly feels like a long time since issue 1 came out. It is a 4-issue series. I'm going to tell you right now, wait for the trade if you are at all interested. It's just a long wait between issues. It is excellent. It is recommended. It's crime, mystery, family drama, and it is fantastic. The art's great. The art is sort of a simplistic style, but well done, effective. It's deceptively simple, I'll say, because it conveys everything that it needs to. It just looks easy, and it's not. But this is excellent. Highly recommended. I'm telling you now, just wait for the trade. The Witcher, issue 3 of the Corvo Bianco miniseries, and like most middle issues, 3 of 5, like 4 of 7, not honestly that much happens. There is some interpersonal drama, and there's a fight or two, and kind of that's it. And Yennefer's walking around in basically a t-shirt, and that's really all that happens. I can tell you now, this is not a collection that I'm going to get once this is over. It is nowhere near as good as The Ballad of Two Wolves. So if you want some good Witcher comics, go grab The Ballad of Two Wolves. This is fine, but nothing better than fine. The Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan. This is another one that ends. This is a final issue, and it ends with a to be continued, and I still don't know what the destiny of the Foot Clan is. So, I do like Karai. I'm still not sure what Casey Jones is working for. I mean, there was a little bit of information given about that, and he's like trying to be her conscience, and it's probably not going to work out well. But the art's great because it's Santaluco, and the story's okay. Story's okay. That's about it. Dark Knights of Steel, Allwinter, and there was kind of a lead-in conversation to this from Berg, and he had not read Dark Knights of Steel. There's a main story here, Jay Kristoff and Tirso, and then there's a backup written by Tom Taylor, much smaller font. The backup is not great. The main story is excellent. Just flip past the last page, and there might be an awkward cut there. But this backup is mostly just people saying each other's names. It's Martha and Jonathan and Grant and Amanda and Gordon, I think. And that's roughly it. And I'm just like, this is terrible. This is nowhere near as good as the original Dark Knights of Steel. The main story, however, this largely black and white story, is excellent. This is Vandal Savage hiring Deathstroke to do a thing. And Killer Frost is in there as well. And there's this amazing scene with Kraken, and it's awesome. And I'm definitely going to be getting this entire series because this issue was incredible. Highly recommended. Might be Big of the Week. It's trying to contend with Weatherman, though, so who knows. World's Finest, issue 29. This is the end of the 6th dimensional, 5th dimensional, and 6th dimensional. It's the end of the mites, Bat Mite and Batmite and Mixoplex. Forgot somebody's name there. So it's good. It's well done. I enjoyed it. It does get extremely ridiculous at one point. There's this big section in the middle with basically each magic user of the DC universe gets one page. And where is it? Everyone teams up on the big guy, and there's this ridiculous panel. We need to pull the sixth dimension right out of him. What the? That probably wasn't on camera, but it's kind of cool, and it would have been better if that one line of dialogue just weren't there. There's a bunch of glimpses at things because this is set in the past. There's glimpses of things that either haven't come true yet for them, like this is happening literally right now, or that just haven't, I don't know. There's stuff like this, and that's cool. I enjoyed it. But now we know Denmore is moving over to Superman? Superman. So it's probably not doing World's Finest anymore. I'm going to see what the new artist looks like, but my time with World's Finest might be done. Fishflies, issue 7. This is also a final issue, and this does not continue in any way. It does have a satisfying ending, and I won't be getting the collection of this. So it's not as good, in my opinion, as Roughneck, or The Maze Book, or Underwater Welder. It's fine, it's good, but this girl whose nose has been running for the entire series, I don't want to look at, and I don't know, just story-wise, it comes together in the end. It's just not as good as some of his other stuff, and like, this is fine. It's fine. It's just not good enough to repurchase to have a copy for the shelf. So that is everything that I got this week. Allwinter is definitely getting special notice. Mugshots is great as well. Napalm is great. Weatherman. I'm gonna give Pick of the Week to Allwinter, and then give special recognition to Weatherman, Mugshots, and Napalm Lullaby. These are all phenomenal books. Love them all, and I really hope this video turned out so I don't have to talk about all this stuff again. But I got all of these from a local comic shop. If you don't know where yours is, you can use this URL to find the one closest to you. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next week, things are a little bit